Yo, what's up? It's the weekend and you're probably looking for something to watch. So I'm going to give you guys a couple of suggestions of some classic movies. If you got a shorty coming over or a dude coming through, whatever, I want to watch something cool on television, on Netflix. So what I'm going to do is tell you what you should be watching. This weekend, I'm urging you guys to watch one of the classics. There's not a lot of great new films out, not new movies anyway. So let's go back in time and watch some of the movies that set the groundwork for the great black cinema that's coming today. So here's some of my recommendations for classic movies currently streaming online that you could watch for your streaming and chilling. Now this film is about 34 years old and it's Spike Lee's She's Gotta Have It. It's a great black and white romantic drama about a woman named Lola Darling. She's attractive from Brooklyn. She juggles 3 different dudes. There's a polite dude named Jamie, a self-obsessed one named Greer Childs, and a very immature one, Spike Lee himself, Mars Blackman.
What? What?
Just let me smell it.
Lola is attracted to the best in each and every one of them, but she refuses to commit, kind of like the ladies of today. This character in this movie set the groundwork for it. And, you know, it's a good Netflix and chill movie that's currently streaming on Netflix. Check it out right there. I highly recommend it. Classic from Spike Lee. Now, the next film I'm going to recommend is called The Organization with my man Sidney Poitier. This movie is almost 50 years old and it came out in 1971. Now, after a break-in at a company in San Francisco, the police are called in. One of the executives have been murdered and the security guard has been bludgeoned to death. It's crazy stuff. Now, this isn't a simple robbery because the executive was killed by shots from 2 different guns. Now, Sidney Poitier, who plays Tibbs again, he's contacted by one of the groups who orchestrated the break-in. Now, this is where it gets kind of complex because Sidney Poitier's character is hired by the group who committed the break-in and stole $4 million in heroin. That's a lot of heroin. The plot itself for this movie already sounds sick. This movie is currently streaming on Amazon Prime. It's a 49-year-old movie. That's really cool. Get yourself a nice bottle of Henny. Y'all be good. If you want to class it up a little bit, might as well get a nice bottle of wine. Some Chianti, a Pinot, a red, a white, even an orange. Get you some wine and get it on. Another movie I'm going to recommend is another romantic action film by the name of Thomasina and Bushrod.
Good morning, folks. My name is Mr. Bushrod. This pretty young lady here is Miss Thomasine. We're here to rob this bank.
And it stars one of my favorite old school actors, Max Julien, and an amazing actress by the name of Vonetta McGee. If you saw the Mac, you're definitely going to want to see this because Max Julien gives off the Mac vibes always. But I don't want to call this a Bonnie and Clyde, but it's a Western about an outlaw couple who robs banks and fall in love. The ending is very similar to Queen and Slim, but you'll see it. It's a better ending than Queen and Slim, I will say that. And it came out in 1967. It's a super old film. It's 46 years old. It's streaming on Amazon Prime. And it's sort of a Robin Hood type of film more than Bonnie and Clyde. They steal from these rich white capitalists and they give it to the African American natives. But it's a great film. I recommend it highly. It's a love story, very well made. Now, this next film came out in 1984. And while it's not technically a black film, it is a classic that stars a lot of black actors from a phenomenal, one of the best directors in the game ever, Francis Ford Coppola. And it's called The Cotton Club. The movie stars Richard Gere, Gregory Hines, Diane Lane, my guy Lawrence Fishburne, and a young Giancarlo Esposito, as well as your dude Nicolas Cage. This movie is all about the world-famous Cotton Club in Harlem. And this tells the story of the people who visited this world-renowned club as well as the people who ran it. The film is generously peppered with jazz music that made the club so famous in the 20s and 30s. There's a little bit of gangster in it, as you can expect, some betrayal. It's an epic story you should check out. A great black cast. It's a phenomenal film. Looks great. It's on my list, The Cotton Club. I recommended it streaming on Amazon Prime right now. All right, all right, all right. Now, if you want something a little bit more upbeat, I'm going to go ahead with another film that came out in 1985, The Last Dragon. Bruce Leroy, sure enough. It's always good to watch that film. It's a classic film that set the stage and the foundation for action comedies for us today. Great film, streaming on HBO Max. Everyone loves this film. It's karate, it's black people. It's a great film. How could you not like The Last Dragon? If you haven't seen it, it's a must-see. So I urge you to watch it, The Last Dragon on HBO Max. It's one of my all-time favorite. This next film also came out in 1986, so it's over 30 years old. It's currently streaming on Hulu right now. I think it's on Prime as well, and it's called Jumpin' Jack Flash, starring Whoopi Goldberg. It's a must-see. It's one of those movies that you just have to see, have to have it on your I saw this resume. She plays Terry Doolittle, who works with computers in a bank office. She routinely talks with others via her computer, but one day she connects with a mysterious user by the name of Jumping Jack Flash, played by Jonathan Pryce. Now, it takes her a while to decode his message, but then she quickly figures out that Jack is a British secret agent trapped behind enemy lines. That's when Whoopi agrees to meet with him, and her activities attract the attention of the KGB. It's a great film. I remember my mom watching this back in the day. It's a classic that everybody needs to watch. Jumpin' Jack Flash. Put that on your list to watch tonight. Yeah, and if you want something cool to cook, there's a bunch of recipes in my TV dinner section on my playlist. So yeah, you can go over there and check it out, or just look up a recipe. New York Times has good recipes. You should check that out too. So yeah, those are movies I recommend if you guys are looking for something to watch. Quick video for you. Peace.